Wow! You think I sit on still. You had me down.
Program in place.
Okay, wow. So we're back. Back in the New York groove. New York. But yes, we wanted to get in sorta. I mean, we always tried to get in. Looking for the right. Oh, I like that. Coffee makes my voice sound so much cooler. No sugar in there. No sugar tonight. So I was telling that story. Just as he pulled up. Because the guy, said, I mean, these are the things that bring back beautiful, loving, all-season memories. I mean, just saying, have a good weekend, or happy Thanksgiving, Merry Christmas, Happy Easter, or whatever. I don't know. Happy birthday, happy prom, happy Veterans Day, happy Valentine's Day, happy, I don't know. I mean, I grew up around here. Those are the things. I mean, it is culture, It's your culture, but things change. That's what happened. And I'd like to apologize sincerely to our friend over in Italy. I don't know if he's listening. I'm just saying, in case he is. We're doing different things. I mean, I can see, where you're coming in on, and there's nothing wrong with it. Nobody's saying, that Republicans or anybody like that, conservatives or independents, or even Democrats or anybody, or whatever you're, see, there's so many labels, and we start off the show, mentioning, the 69-year-old, he wants to be 49, and, because with dating, yes, if you listen to we're going to call that one the opener, we don't know. We do all this in mid-flight, mid-air, we just hope. I mean, some shows are better than others. I'm not saying this is a good show or anything like that, but we try. We try doing it a bit different. I mean, because we spent a lot of time listening to a lot of different points of views, a lot of different personalities, a lot of different ways of going about it and all this kind of stuff. But the one thing that we did before, that's why we went back to 2015, and I think in 2000 I kind of lost the love. I understand that. Like, the Nile is not just a river in Egypt, and it suffered. My show was, and then because I was going through similar things, because I had a lot of people here, I had a lot of all kinds of friends. I had what you see, like a lot of the people that I grew up with, they have them all there. I had them. I would go over and I would talk and everything. I'd even put up videos sometimes. I thought I was happening at the time. I thought I got my act together here. We're just gonna do a little positive thing here, a little joke. Make people laugh, because it was all about jokes and laughs. That's what I always wanted to do. That's what I always been known to do. But all this interior, exterior fighting, and hate to say it, there's so much hate, and that was the thing that was scaring me. I mean, I love to keep a lot of people from all different backgrounds and viewpoints on here, but some people were just staying at this particular scary situation. Just scary to me, because it just didn't feel right. And then Crispo, I tolerate him. Not gonna get rid of him. No, I'm not gonna get rid of Morgan. I'm not getting rid of anybody. Not getting rid of anybody anymore. I did my last cleaning house. It was just a few, people that I thought, I mean, because they were letting me go over, they let me, joke and everything, post some funny things, and talk a little bit, But the last, few weeks ago, I got in there, and it's just doesn't pay attention to anything I say. at all. But again, Crispo puts up the Acosta and everything. Okay, so you got the American flag, on his shirt sleeve. And the thing with him is, the people there at the press course, or the press corp, whatever it is, ask one, you ask a question. So, it's got to be kind of related. I mean, the guy's trying to get 4 questions in. 4 questions. It's like taking over the press conference. This is Jim Acosta's press conference. And then all the others, these questions, these haunting questions. Let the investigation take its place. They're all worried now. They hated Sessions. They hate it. And Sessions, everybody, on that side, on that particular side, calling them all these things. Just looking at something here. Some kind of piece of clothing. I don't know what it is. But kind of reminds me of my cousin Vinny. You know how that opens up on a road? Don't tell me. That's this place. Every time I come down there, that's the, I don't know. I just been. It's probably in my head. But yesterday it wasn't in my head. I was driving. This guy was coming up upon me, and then I pull over here, and I was doing the whole thing, whatever I was doing about like in Paris. I don't know. That was yesterday. You see how, like in the opener there, when the guy came out of the car, I kind of lost my train of thought because it brought back memories, I mean, just like in the opener, I'm like, this guy 69 wants to be 49. When that cop got out of the car, I felt like 12. I felt like 12. Like, I'm telling him, just doing videos, doing a show, Jerry. I'm Jerry Montello. It's like, Jerry, my dad. My dad. This, that. Those days are gone, man. Those days are gone. They're just memories. And nice heartfelt memories. Stuff like that. It's what we need. If you think about it, doing this show all this time, a lot of the things I was bringing up was kind of, I remember we did the street lights. Do most of your talking under the street lights. When we were young. Kiss. Or whatever. Triumph. Rush. Or the 70s sounds, like, Philadelphia Freedom. Good times. These are the good times. Watching Good Times last night. And Florida. I'm going to say Florida. I believe it's Florida. Florida and James. James applying for a job. It's a appliance place. Because the whole thing with that show and everything, like, you just never can catch a break. Never could catch a break, You always end up going back to the car wash. I could always go to the car wash. But, they're always like, it's like, the writer of that show. But anyways, in that episode, he's going to get this job there. And the girl was played by Charlotte Rae. She did Facts of Life. And I forget the other gentleman, but he took over. But let's make this quick. So Florida, because he brought down Florida, said, hey, come on down, maybe you can get a job there too. And then the thing was, Charlotte Rae there, I guess she played Helen Rogers in it. She's like, well, she went out and she talked to the guy, sort of like WKRP in Cincinnati, but I don't think it was him, but something like that. And she confronted him. He was like the boss of the place. And he said, well, we got to hire more minorities. And Well, he is a minority. I go, I know, but if we hire, the woman there, we have like, I don't know how he said it. We have, let's do that or something like that. I lost. Sorry, I just can't think of what he said. I don't. I'm not even gonna try to guess. But yes. And then Flora, well, James, like, no, take the job, honey. Because they're always looking for this break. Always looking for this break. In the show they're mentioning things like, they said it was gonna get better and everything. They said, the new president was gonna bring us all together. We didn't know it was gonna be the bread line, all this, like, it's a relaxing, kind of a show. There's a lot are. I mean, because these days, you turn something on, it's just not in reality, Or it is, or maybe it is reality, but for some people, it's just not the reality. Like, it's like they're not saying not do it. They just don't understand it. They don't understand, like, a lot of the situations, because it's just not used to it. Like, does nothing for them.